We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Orchard Park. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to the 23-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Room to run right away. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to look deep. Going to cut.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Mahomes now on second down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Bills first down. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On second down, Mahomes. For the middle, it's Kupp. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on it? It's first and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. So they've been stopped twice at the 1. Can they break through here on third and goal? Here's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Bills. That's his first touchdown this year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Marcus Jones. Past the 40 to the 20. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How But a pick two. 2 points going the other way.
Well, Mike, you don't see this too often in the NFL. The rare pick two. Now, it won't go down in the stat sheet as an interception for either guy, but the effort won't go unnoticed. For him to go the entire length of the field at the end of this drive certainly ends on a high note after giving up that touchdown.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, it's Shough. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That one good for 29.
Gain of 29 yards. And an Eagle first down.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating out of the gun, this is Shough. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. They'll try to run here with Harvey. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go. And it is Shough. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and makes a huge tackle short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Buffalo. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Shough. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
For the Eagles, 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
From the gun, it's Shough. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. the gun. That is a run with Harvey. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now Shough on third down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 40 yards. First down, Eagles.
They'll go play action here with Shough. That is caught for 3. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
The Eagles will set up.
Looking to throw. Here is Shough. Rolling right. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's to the rookie out of TCU, Jack Bech. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And that will lead to a second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
2nd and 10. Patrick to throw. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 45 yards. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. Barkley trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. see if they're going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. Here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger up past the 25.
That's good. For Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. It's downfield. Is caught by Brown. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Santos good on the extra point. And the Eagles will go up by a point here in the 2nd quarter. Seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Dixon set to kick off.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
Begin on the ground with Harvey. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. A run once more, that's Harvey. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing is shut. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
From the 20, here is 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Now, Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jumping.
That is hard. Jack back. Touchdown, Bills. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
What a big call there. It's 4th down. A field goal gives you the lead, but they clearly want more. Mike, we see so many teams going more towards the 4th down, keep the offense on the field. 3 points don't get you the win. And this shows so much confidence in this offense by this coaching staff. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
We'll try the right side with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 9. To the air is Shuck. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Bills will have great field position right around midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
To the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now, Mahomes. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Buffalo.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action with Addy. Going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes back. Throw right side. Hauled in by Cup. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's good for Bills. First down.
Throwing is Mahomes. Flush to his right.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Barkley. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short. Now from a yard farther back, it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
Chuck to throw on 2nd down.
The 33-yard line.
That's brought in right side by Pickett. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Pass. Intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Play action here. Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. It's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Mahomes. You look underneath here for Barkley. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now Mahomes has taken in, and he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chain.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You've got to capitalize and make those plays.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good for
A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Bills 1st down.
31-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. He's got it about the 8. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down. 1st and goal. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were the guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Yellow, yellow. Throwing from the gun. Here's Packer. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Chuck looking to throw on first down. Downfield, he's got his receiver, Wicks. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Now whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. You can stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here we go. One final play. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
And he's going to get in for the 2, and they are back within 11.
Eagles 23,